What's good, everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. Today we're gonna be looking at a brand new lo-fi plugin brought to you by the guys at AudioThing called Reels. Basically a lo-fi tape emulation, gritty, nasty sounding plugin to help you in your lo-fi production and get that lo-fi sound that you guys are always looking for and strive for, including myself, of course. But before we get into that, if you can't follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud, MrDifferentTV, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you know when I go live and all that good stuff and drop new videos just like this and many more. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it right now. We're gonna jump right into this video. Turn my headphones up so I can hear myself. Here it is right now. Reels brought to you by the guys at AudioThing. AudioThing makes a bunch of good VSTs, very unique and interesting effects and all that. They do a lot of lo-fi stuff as well, and it's very interesting, very colorful, very unique. And you know, once again, they brought a new one right here. So here it is right here called Reels. I'm going to just play the track with or without it so you can kind of hear the grit and grind. Then we'll go through all the parameters and what they do, and yeah, then you can be the judge if it's for you or not. So let's go ahead. So yeah, that's just a little example of what Reels can do. Let's go over all the parameters, what they do, and let you be the judge if this is right for you or not. So as you can see, Reel is kind of a tape emulation or simulating, you know, when you're running your stuff through, you know, various different forms of tape. So that's where it's going for, that's what it aimed for. And I kind of like that because it gives you that kind of old school lo-fi tape sound and very easy to use. So we'll start with the top and we'll go over. So we have the top part, which is, well, first we'll turn everything down. So I'm gonna do everything individual one by one. And then, yeah. So first off, we have the tape emulations right here, or the tape types. Now there are three different tape types. You have JP, IT, and FR. Basically, it goes from good frequency response to bad frequency response. So if you want a more cleaner sound, then you would stay with the JP. If you want a more just like worse sound, you go with the FR, and then the IT is kind of in between, in the middle of it. So, you know, you got your good flavors right there. Then you have the different tape speeds, which, you know, just controls I guess the characteristics of the tape, because different tape speeds do different things. So you got a more cleaner sound with the 3.75, and you have a more grittier sound with the 1.78. So for example, I was gonna play this and you'll see I'm gonna switch between the different tapes and then the different speeds, so you kind of see, you know, what it's doing. And that's the only thing activated right now. So as you can see, you're getting, you know, different tape sounds and different frequency responses depending on which tape you choose. So that's dope. All right, so next you got the harshness, which harshness, in my opinion, is more like distortion for this. So you have, it gives it kind of like a little crunch, a little harshness to it. Their take on it is just controls the amount of distortion and loss of clarity. So that's basically what it is. So by turning that up, you get more distortion and less clarity. So that's good to have right there. Always great to have some distortion introducing and stuff. Wow and flutter is basically the pitch variation of the tape. I think when the tape start, I may be wrong, but when vinyl or tape, you know, gets aged, it start having like, it warps a little bit, and I think the pitch goes up and down. I don't know how it actually happens, but I know wow and flutter is basically different pitch variations, and you know, you had that kind of wobbly pitch effect. I really like that. Like, I think I love lo-fi plugins with that effect in there. So, you know, you can see. And everything is a lot more pronounced on the FR and then the low tape speed. So I'm probably gonna leave it on so you can really hear what it's doing, because like I said, audio effects are like that much more pronounced. Then you got ducking, which basically is the loss in volume going through over and over, through the tape. So it just has like a loss in volume loss. So. So you want that lo-fi random kind of ducking effect, you got it right there. Crosstalk is the bleed between the left and the right channels. So basically, like with analog gear, sometimes you would have some signals seep into the next channel and it just keeps going down the line. And that's what crosstalk is, just kind of seeping in from the left to the right. And that's all that does. That's just something that's inherent in all, analog pieces of gear. You have some kind of bleed or some kind of crosstalk, and that gives every channel a unique sound and unique flavors, because there's different amounts depending on how the channel is made, because a lot of stuff is made by hand. Next, you have beautiful noise. You have your hiss, which is just the amount of tape noise, and then you have your motor noise, which is the motor noise, and then you have this envelope button. When it's off, you'll always hear the noise. So. And then the envelope will only play when you have music playing. It's following the envelope. Like I said, the noises, the hiss and motor noise are pretty clean. Like the hiss is really good. It's nice and smooth sounding, and then the motor noise is really good. It really sounds like you can really hear that kind of mechanical noise of the tape spinning. That old reel-to-reel sound, which I really do like that. So I like that. It's always good to have good noise, and I would like to see some crackle, maybe like some little crackles and stuff like that. That could have that's vinyl though, but that'd been kind of cool to add in there, maybe. Then you have the echo, which is basically just a tape echo effect, and it's basic echo or delay effect. So you have your own button, you can sync it to your tempo, which I always do. You can do it independent of the tempo by milliseconds. You have the feedback, which is how much delay you want. You have a low pass, which is just, cutting the highs. And you got volume. And then you got wet only if you want to use it just as an effect. So you can actually bypass all. You can actually put this on like I would say like a effect send and use it as a tape echo effect, which is really dope. So you can get some really cool effects that way. I'm probably gonna do that as well. So you just click wet only, put it on effect bus, and you can use it as a return send. So let me just play some of the effects and you can kind of hear it. So you get some pretty interesting sounds using that as well. So I do like that effect. And like I said, having it as you use it as an effect as well makes this an even more good plugin. It just makes it a better plugin because now you have a cool tape echo effect built to it. Next, you have the limiter and mono. So you have a limiter, so you can limit your stuff into it and drive it harder. You have a mono button, which if you want to check in mono is great. Pre-emphasis is basically, because once you start using some of these effects, you do lose detail in the high end. So pre-emphasis can bring some of that high end back. For example, like I'm just gonna, make sure it's on the low setting. I can bring some of the highs back in. Or I can take away some of the highs, depending on what you want to do. So that's good to have that, because you will start losing clarity in the high end, and that will help it out. Then you have a tape stop effect, which is always good. You have a record, which is basically playing right now. You have stop, which basically stops it, and you can control the speed. So some interesting stuff right there. It's great to have it. Then you have a peak indicator and then a mix knob, and that's really it. And then you have different presets, of course, tape, echo. You have different tapes and echoes right there, which is kind of cool. Get some cool effects. And then mono and a on-off switch. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. That's Reels in a nutshell. A very dope lo-fi plugin that can be used for both, as an effect send or use as an overall global effect or whatever. This is gonna be a great way to get some nice lo-fi sound. Like I said, it's gonna go into my arsenal of lo-fi, like my DAW tape and LP and this and all the lo-fi plugins I have. And just, I mean, the more I get, the more my creativity just goes crazy, because I don't have to have a perfect mix. That's what I love about lo-fi. You can have a shitty mix, but it always sounds good, because lo-fi is designed to sound as low quality as possible. So yeah, I would definitely check this out. I will leave a link in the description below where you can check this out yourself. I think they're running a sale on it right now on Plugin Boutique, so I'll leave the link for that, so if you want to check that out, try it out, give it a chance, see what you think about it. If you like lo-fi plugins like me, leave it in the description comments below, so I can know what you guys think about it. What you think about the plugin? Are you going to get it? Yes or no? What it is? Because, you know, I love it, and I think it's a great plugin. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy. Like always, you know who it is, your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different. Not motivated by money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views. Hope you guys had a good one, and also keep making that lo-fi heat. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.